Hi again. Just got off the bus at Fair Homes in the Derwent Valley, out on another wild camp. It's July, very warm, so I've chosen just a bivvy, just got a bivvy bag. It's supposed to be lightweight camping that. Well, when you look at all the photograph equipment and all my food, this certainly ain't lightweight. Anyway, gonna walk along the side of Derwent Dams for a little way, and then we're going up to an area known as Alport Castles. It's an area I walked past on the last camp. I thought, that looks a nice area, we'll try that. So what I'll do, I'll set off and I'll talk to you in a little bit. Well, we've had a pleasant walk along the side of Derwent and Howden reservoirs. Walked about 3 miles to get here. It's very warm, very muggy. I reckon it's about 24 degrees or something like that. Anyway, from here, it's about a mile up this path and it's all uphill. But like I've said in the past, if you want the best camping sites, you've got to prepare to climb. So I'm going to set off up here. Anything interesting, I'll talk to you. Otherwise, I'll see you at the top. See you in a bit. Unbelievably hot coming up this last bit. God, we're nearly thinking, is this such a good idea when the sun's out like this? But it's leveling out a bit and I can see more or less the top. And there's a nice breeze blowing, so that'll help to keep me cool and keep them dreaded midges at bay as well. So, be worth it in the end. Finally, we arrive at Alport Castles. There's an old bird hide here where I've just dropped my rucksack off. Now, Alport Castles, the area is called that. It's due to a massive landslide that happened thousands and thousands of years ago. It's supposed to be the biggest in the UK, I believe, and it just left a load of rocky pinnacles, hence it got its name, Alport Castles. But we'll walk over to the edge and you'll get a better view. It is an awesome sight. So if I just slowly pan around, you can see that's the main edge there that we've just walked up to. Somebody's actually stood on the headland up there, so he's about 300 foot up from the base. If we just drop down a bit, although it's not much lower, you can see what is known as Alport Tower down in the bottom. That again is about 200 feet high, with sort of sheer sides. And that's called Alport Castle because from certain angles it does look just like a castle. Now it is really windy at the moment, just a bit wary about going too near the edge. I'm actually filming this on my RD100 little Sony camera I've got, and I've got some little stick-on like mufflers over the microphones. So if this audio is okay, it will prove that it's working, but it's blowing like anything. But it is a truly awesome sight. Still warm. I've just walked about half a mile down from Alport Castles area. Basically, there is that tarn in the bottom, so you could say you could filter water from there. I didn't like the look of it. You imagine that water just stands there. All the sheep go in it, the birds go in it. It doesn't seem to have water flowing in or flowing out. So I just didn't fancy it. Even filtering it, I wasn't going to drink that. So what I did yesterday, came up the A57 Snake Pass Road. It's only about 45 minutes down there. I've done this before on a few. I wrapped up a couple of 2-litre bottles of water, dropped them off here, and then I knew I'd got fresh drinking water ready. These are 2-litre bottles. I've dropped 2 off, so I've got 4 litres. I didn't think I'd need that, but I am dying of thirst, so yeah, I can imagine me using it. Another reason for dropping 2 bottles off, once walking the Marsden to Edale walk, I did the same thing. I dropped 2 bottles off. One next to a wooden post, and one I just put in near a crash barrier, not really wanting it and that. But when I got there, I couldn't find one of them. Either somebody had pinched it or I just mislaid it. Luckily, the one in the crash barrier was there, so that saved the day, and I got some fresh water. But for the water, I've got my soya filter. If it was a flowing stream or a little brook, I'll filter it happily and I'll drink it. But one thing, if you get any water around here, you collect it from the little stream, it's brown. You filter it and it's still brown. So if the filter gets out 99.9% of the germs, how come all the brown sediment goes through? So if somebody out there can tell me how it filters the germs out, but the sediment goes through, please explain. Is it that the sediment is smaller than a germ? I have no idea. I'm happy to hear from somebody. Anyway, let me have a swig of this before I die. Oh, that does taste nice. Right, I think we're going to head back to Alport Castles and wander down the bottom and have a look around that area now. We're down in the valley now between the big crag on the right and Alport Castles on the left. Nice picture that. Now, did I not mention where we were bivvying tonight? Oh no, I haven't. I thought I had, yeah. Right, I'll tell you then. Right, on the left-hand side, you can see Alport Towers. We are bivvying just there, right on the very top of Alport Castles. I found a lovely little spot. It's got a beautiful view and it's even got a balcony. We've just got to get up there first. That might cause a few problems. So we're going to cross this boulder field and then come up the other side, and I'll show you where my room is for tonight. That was hard work crossing that, lots of little potholes and places to snag your legs and everything. Perhaps I ought to brought the water across first and gone back, but it's so hot. I'll be glad to get into the shade in a bit. Right, just head around here. Right, we're round the other side, so all we've got to do is climb up now. Right, finally got up here. This is my kitchen area. I'll show you that first. I was just dying of thirst. That 4 litres of water I brought, I'm just going to drink all that. It's going into food, drinks, everything. Just made myself a cup of coffee. It was the first thing I did, basically. It tastes beautiful. I was so thirsty. What I've also done, now I've no intention of falling off, but if I go 4 foot that way, it's about 150 foot drop. So I've got this anchored to a rock, got a safety belt on. I've taken the leg beats off because I just want it as a bit of a basic security device. So if I was to slip, I ain't gonna fall, but I have no intention of slipping or falling anywhere. I'm also gonna sleep in this because do you know how sometimes you sleep on a slope and you slide down to the bottom of the tent? Well, that option isn't open here. I've got a bivvy bag. If I slide down, I'm going to slide down further than the bottom of the tent. So I'll anchor this further back and just sleep in it for a bit of security. And also if I get up, say I want to go to the toilet and it's dark, I think I'll be better with this on. It's not too bad here, it's fairly calm. It's blowing a gale just round that corner. It's like a wind tunnel. When I wrecked this site, the wind was coming from the west and it was as calm as anything round here. The wind's coming from the south and it's tunnelling its way straight through here. So I'm planning to sleep round the corner, which I'll show you in a bit, but I might have to drop down a bit, I'll have to see. Hopefully I'll sleep round the corner, but I'll show you around my room with a view in a little bit. Beautiful view over there. But this, like I say, this will be my kitchen area. But all I want to do is get a few drinks in me. So I'll sit back and enjoy this, and I'll come back to you in a bit and show you around the rest of the side. Just thought I'd show you around the area from the very top of Alport Tower using my super long extendable selfie stick. Whoop. Well, it's good. This is what you call a selfie stick. It's about 6 foot long. I'll try and hold it so it's looking down where I'm camped behind me. Right, one last view, looking all the way round. Definitely king of the castle today. So while I'm enjoying my tomato soup, I'll make a start with my main course. In the pan here, don't know if you can see that, there's onion and peppers in olive oil. So they're going on. So I'm going to cook those slowly just to soften them. I've then got about a pound of ribeye steak. That will then go in. We'll cook all that together. Got some noodles here. There, I'm gonna put those in some boiling water. Might give them a little boil or leave them to soak. As long as they soften, that's okay. All that lot's going in the pan, plus black bean sauce. So hopefully that should make a tasty and filling dinner. Or tea, depending what you want to call it. So I'll come back to you when I've got these stir-fried vegetables done. The reason I've got 2 pieces of steak, I couldn't find a butcher that got any ribeye. So I had to go to Tesco's, and they only sell it in sort of, I don't know if they're 6 or 8 ounce pieces, so I ended up having to buy 2. I don't think my pan's really big enough though. It's looking very nice. Well, the steak's about nearly done, so I'm just going to start adding these noodles. And I suppose at this stage the black bean sauce can go in. Well, that's it, nearly done now. So the noodles and the stir-fry veg, the black bean sauce, they're all soft and all cooked through. I know the steak's cooked, so that's about ready to eat, I reckon. Well, this is it then. My dinner, lovely ribeye steak, cooked perfectly, of course, and the black bean sauce, so that adds to it, makes a bit like a gravy and that. just losing the light now. So I thought I'd get into my bivvy bag, sleeping bag, try and keep warm. That wind is still there. I was hoping it might have eased up. See what it does in the early hours. I reckon another half an hour or so it'll have gone dark and that, so I want to be undercover in here really. I've got my safety line on just in case, but I can't see anything happening. I've got my feet jammed against a rock here, so I'll leave it at that. I'll leave you with a view that I've got outside my bedroom window, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. What a night. It's a bit like sleeping in a wind tunnel. It just kept flapping and but it probably 3-ish, 4-ish, the wind did die down a bit, and yeah, I think I went to sleep. It's actually quite late now. It's I think it's after 8 o'clock. Yeah, just turned 8 o'clock. But total different morning. I'll swing the camera around and show you in a minute. You can't see a thing. Can't see a thing. But I'm using last of that gas up. Just boil some water up. Very simple breakfast. I'm just gonna have a cup of coffee. I brought some Weetabix that they seen better days, but a bit of powdered milk, I'm sure they'll be fine. So yeah, water's just coming up to the boil, so I get that coffee on. So yeah, this'll do me this morning. Gonna get my gear packed up. You can't see much up here at all. Its visibility is about 10 meters, I think. I was gonna go down to that tarn. I probably still will. Whether we'll see anything, I don't know. And then walk back down to the Yorkshire Bridge where my car is. It might be down there, I told you, because I might not be able to see anything. So I'll get on, have my breakfast. I'll just swing the camera around and you can see what it's like. So that was that beautiful view yesterday. Look at that. Can't see a thing. Down at this little tarn you could see from Alport Tower. Looking at it, I dare say you could have filtered the water. It would have been awkward to get to because there's about 3 meters of reeds all the way around, so it would have been awkward. And the place is covered in cow muck as well, so I'm glad I brought my water up. I was happier with that. But surprisingly, I had 4 litres of water up here. I drank every bit of it. It was either used in cooking or drinks. I only used a little bit to wash up. So it shows how much water you do need due to those hot temperatures yesterday. Well, it's cleared a little bit, but it is still very overcast. So I think I'm gonna make my way back down to my car and make my way home, put all this on the computer and see what it's worked out like, and make a video out of that. So what I'll do, I'm going to leave you with a view of the area. The area is known as Alport Castles, and we slept on Alport Tower. Do get them muddled up. So I'll pan around and leave you a view of Alport Tower, and I'll see you on the next one. See you then.